Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Goma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the stock that you should be keeping in your watch list for next week. It is the stock that I put in the thumbnail and it's looking extremely strong. And we're going to break that down to see where exactly it's going to go within the next few days or two next week. I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions as I always do. And for those of you who put your stocks of interest in the morning's video, we're gonna break that down as well. All right. So without further ado, let's get started. Right off the bat, I like the way the SPY moved today. It tried to collapse and then it got ball right back up within the last 30 minutes of market close. And I don't think it's ready to collapse yet. And personally, I think more money is gonna flood into the market very soon. It's only a matter of time. Like when things like this happen and the stock doesn't collapse, to me it's like okay, we're probably like their dip buyers are buying this thing up. They're not letting the SPY go down for some reason. So we'll see what happens exactly during the next week. Okay. So for that stock that is in the thumbnail, that stock is SYY. All right. And SYY has been kind of struggling within the past few days, but the reason why I think that this thing has potential is because of the pattern on the 4 hour time frame. And the pattern is right here. Okay? Right there, a bullish pennant. And it looks extremely strong and really, really good. As long as it doesn't like end up over here at like $67, we're still good, okay? And right now we're in the early phase and I like it. And personally, if this thing behaves properly, like I've seen it behave before, we can easily see the stock like in between like this region right here, between like 80 to $85, either by this exact time or just a little bit sooner. But definitely expect this thing and keep it in your watch list for the next few days. Okay, it's looking really clean right now and it's looking very strong and I like it. Therefore, it is good enough to be featured on this video. All right, so that is the number one stock for the video. Now let's answer you guys' question. I know a lot of you had a lot of questions in the comment section of this morning's video. So the very first one that we're going to talk about is BIDU. One of you have been asking about this for several days now, and personally, I actually like it. I do like it. I don't think it's out yet. After earnings, it kind of crumbled a little bit, but now it looks like buyers are buying it right back up. It's on an uptrend, okay. And if you go on here, the daily time frame, if you go on the daily time frame and you look at this thing right here, I don't want to call this a morning star because that I don't know if, I want to call it a doji, but at the same time it looks like a hammer. But either way, it's like right in the middle. But again, either way, this thing is still bullish. All right, there's multiple combos of it. The way it's structured, the way that morning hammer is usually structured is that middle candle is slightly lower, like very lower. Like it starts at 132 and then it ends at 130 to form a very clean morning star. But this one is like kind of in the middle, and yet it's still bullish on it. I'm still bullish and I'm not bearish on it at all. It looks clean, and definitely expect this one to go all the way up to like $42 minimum to fill up this gap, and it could even go higher again to test these short sellers right here, who are in these two bearish hammers. Okay, there's a bunch of short sellers here. They don't want the stock to go up. Watch this thing to go test their patience. Okay, we may see a potential squeeze, and if that happens, then it'll probably go up to like 160 within the next week or two. So I like it. I like the way it looks. I like the volume on there. The volume is increasing. Today's volume was bigger than yesterday's volume, even though today was a half day, which is a great sign. So definitely keep this one on your watch list for sure. Not bearish on it at all. I don't think it's gonna go any lower. So that is my very honest opinion about Baidu for the person who asked about Baidu. Now the next one that we're going to be looking at is ZM. And in the morning video, I told all of you that ZM was at a very critical point, a make or break point. Okay, it was right here. And as soon as it opened, and it opened actually higher, this was an obvious long. Like for all of you, to all of you who were able to catch this, congratulations, because this thing was an obvious long. It was either gonna spike or it was gonna crumble. And since it opened like slightly higher, it was pretty obvious. Like this was a gimme. It was a gimme. It didn't even try to make it difficult. It just went straight up. so so congratulations to everybody who was able to catch this. It does have earnings coming up on the 30th, which I believe is on Monday. Yeah, Monday after market. So again, I don't recommend holding anything through earnings, especially contracts. Okay, especially contracts. If you're wrong, you could literally lose all of your money overnight if you're wrong. And something like this happens through earnings. And if you're long bias and something like this happens through earnings, you lose all of your money. If you're short bias and something like this happens through earnings, then you lose your money. So again, it's a 50-50 coin toss. I don't recommend it. Proceed with caution. And honestly, like my very honest opinion about this was today's move again. But after that, we'll see what happens. I will revisit this one after earnings. Okay, that way we see exactly what's going on. But right now, I'm like kind of clueless about it, and that's perfectly okay. If you don't know, don't trade. If you don't know, don't trade. Okay, don't force the situation. It's useless. You're pretty much asking to lose. It's not worth it. So yeah, we'll check this one out later. The next stock that we're gonna be looking at is RCL. Let me see here. RCL. And RCL is actually trending upwards a little bit. I like this one previously because it did form a very bullish pattern, right? And so far it's holding up quite nicely. And I don't think this is done yet. I don't think this move is over just yet. I do think it's gonna go up some more, probably to $85 on Monday. So definitely keep this one on your watch list as well. It looks good. It looks great. I don't have any opposition or any negative thing to say about cruise lines other than the current situation that we're all dealing with the travel issue. So yeah, I don't have anything to say that's negative about it. Again, if you're holding this is a hold for me personally. Hold. I'm not bearish on it. So the next one that we're going to be talking about, somebody has been asking this for a few days now, and that stock is PEIX. And PEIX did the exact same thing as Plug did. Okay, PEIX did this. It dropped all the way down, and we talked about this before at the top. This was a beautiful short, right? And yeah, we talked about this at the top. And now it dropped all the way down to the support line, right? And then dip buyers started buying up these little dips right there. See that? These little candles, these are professional dip buyers buying it up, being the support, all right? They're being the support. It doesn't always work. It is you gotta be kind of brave to do that because it could always collapse. It really could always collapse. But if you want to be on the cautious side, you just have to like wait until this thing like shows signs of uptrend, which it did. And right now, I'm not bearish on it at all. I'm not bearish on it. These little details is something that you want to keep in mind when you trade into. It's important to look at the wicks. It tells a lot about what's going on. So yeah, I'm not bearish on it. It may go upwards just a little bit more. Yeah, especially given the fact that there are short sellers in here, and they're not too happy right now. It's like right at their level, a little bit higher, and they get squeezed. They start covering profits, and we see this thing squeezing all the way up to $8 and maybe even $9. Okay, so definitely keep this one on your watch list. If you're already in this is a hold for me. It could go higher again. More short sellers try to take down the stock over here, but then again, watch it. They may be too early, and if they are too early, then they could get squeezed all the way up to like $9. So that's my very honest opinion on that one. Now, the next stock that we're going to be talking about is BABA, and BABA might be rolling over. Okay, it might be ready to roll over, and if it does roll over, do expect to move down to 270. And yeah, just be cautious right now. It looks like it wants to roll over for some reason, unless it opens higher, right? If the market jumps and it opens higher, then we can see another push all the way up to 290. But as of right now, it looks like it wants to roll over. So just be patient with this, and don't force the situation. Let it flow. Let it come to you. Okay. Do not force the situation. Do not force a trade. If you don't know, don't trade. If you don't know, don't trade. Okay. So yeah, that is it for the video. If you got value from the video, destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on that notification bell along with all notifications. That way you get notified whenever I release the pre-market analysis videos, which are released at 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens, and the post-market analysis videos like this one, which are released every single day in the afternoon. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul and Guma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. Links are right here. Okay. And also, if you are a beginner looking to make some money in the stock market, looking to get started, I left some step by step directions in the description of the video, step 1 through step 4. It only takes about 15 minutes or less to get signed up and to have access to all of the amazing tools that you need to actually get started and to start trading. Okay, this is Think or Swim. It's free of charge after you sign up with TD Ameritrade. All right. Now, you can also get 3 free stocks after signing up with Webull using the very first link in the description below, and 1 free stock after signing up with Robinhood using my second link in the description below as well. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video tomorrow, Saturday.